What's up, peeps? Had a massive morning crew this morning, awesome workouts. On Wednesday in our foundations crew we do a big upper body muscle hypertrophy workout. Well, this month we're doing muscle hypertrophy. And we discussed some pretty important concepts today. One of which is the concept of how to stimulate the muscle for growth and development and strength. Now, it's important when you're training to develop a good relationship with failure, but it has to be done in the right environment and under the right circumstance. So what I teach the guys in the morning is that there are four sort of modalities of failure. One is inability to control your form, to keep good form throughout the range of motion. Second is a loss of tempo, or inability to control the tempo. Number three is obviously an inability to complete the desired rep range. We're doing 60 seconds at a tempo that would make it that you, if you do correctly, if you stick to the rep range and the tempo correctly, you get 10 reps out. And then the final and most obvious one is if you lower the weight or your body down and you cannot lift yourself back up again, obviously you have failed. Now, we want to make sure that we do that with all of those four key components coming together. So the moment that you lose form and your body starts to compensate, then you either deload the weight, and that means that you have successfully taken your body to failure. I see a lot, and look, don't get me wrong, there are times in a muscle hypertrophy workout where you want to grind out reps and get, you know, and need a spot or whatever else. But for where we're at right now, for most people, you want to try and stick to the program and stick to the overload technique. This month we're doing a 2-second pause at the least mechanically advantageous point of the movement. So to give you an example, at the bottom of the chest press, we're pausing for 2 seconds and then initiating the movement again. And that's really just going to help develop a large amount of strength, create a bigger adaptation because it's like additional stimulus to the muscle. Now, the next thing we spoke about, and which I've really driven home, is a concept that exercise alone is just the stimulus. It's the beginning of the process, but it's definitely not the be-all and end-all. The catalyst to the stimulus is how you recover afterwards. And there are two sort of components of recovery. You could even say three. I split them into nutrition, and that includes what you eat and how you supplement your diet, and then recovery. That includes obviously sleep, restorative sleep. You can also have active recovery like massage, ART, all these sorts of things. You got to remember, if you want the most out of your workout, especially if you're going for strength or muscle hypertrophy development, so growth in the muscle cell, growth in the volume, increasing the volume of the muscle cell, then you need to make sure that you're hitting these things right. Now, we go for volume at the moment, we go for intensity, and we go for taking the muscle and the nervous system to failure. We call that the trifecta over here during this month's training protocol. And then we make sure that we understand that that is just the stimulus. The catalyst is what you do outside of the workout for the next 24 up to 72 hours, depending on the frequency of training. Get those things right and you will get a massive result. Hit it up, guys. Good luck.